Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Michelle and Happy New Year, happy 2026. As I go into the new year, of course, we all have goals to set, and I realize that goals cannot be achieved unless you implement daily habits that help for you to achieve those goals. So this week, I created a list of shopping rules that I am going to follow, shopping habits, and with that shopping habits to break, so that I create a more intentional 2026, not just in my shopping habits, but these habits can also follow your mindset because it's not just about things. It's about money, it's about saving money, it's about how you view yourself, and it's about how you treat others around you. We have been conditioned to think that we are our things, that our inherent worth is worth like the handbag that we hold or the watch that we wear or the car that we drive. So I am peeling all of that back so I can have a more intentional year, plus reduce the amount of clutter, physical clutter in my area, the amount of things that I hold just to have things, and to even think about the impact that consumerism has on the planet. There is a landfill somewhere sitting with a ton of clothes, Starbucks mugs, Stanley mugs, that just because we as Americans don't see out of sight, out of mind, it doesn't mean that it's not affecting the planet. So today we're talking about mindful consumption. I know that that's a term that's floating around, a no-buy year. So this is how you can start a no-buy year with just these intentional habits that will eliminate mindless spending, impulsive purchases, even if it's $3 here, $8 here, $2,000 here, it doesn't matter what amount. If it's not intentional, it probably doesn't need to be in your life. And like I said, this will help to apply that mindset to other areas of your life, not just shopping. So here are my personal 8 habits to make or break to become a conscious consumer. And the first one is about online shopping. Now, before online shopping was a huge thing, I would go to the mall every weekend just because I love to shop. But I do have a rule that if I didn't touch the thing for 2 weeks, then send it back, return it. Because if I didn't need it for 2 weeks, I just didn't need it. Now, with online shopping, we are so inundated with images like Instagram. I just scroll through Instagram and like, this is on sale for the next 24 hours and you need this. And all these things seem like, that looks like a good idea. And it seems like it's not like that much money to lose. So you put it in the cart and you want to buy because it's got that ticker saying you must buy now. So now I have to employ a new rule because let's face it, if you miss the sale now, it's probably going to go on sale later. Or if you miss the thing now, you'll probably find another thing later. Now, with all these instant internet like comes to your door, we're actually training ourselves to have impatience, not just with shopping, but in every area of our life. If I leave it in my cart and I might forget about it, if I forget about it or it went off sale, then I kind of have some time to think about I probably don't really need the thing. So leaving things in the cart, it takes away that sense of urgency that you have to have the thing now. Now, to add to that rule, it eliminates looking for things mindlessly, like just finding things that are a good idea. So back in the day, I know I went with my friends to the mall just to browse, but you would go like if you need a dress for a specific event, then you can go actually just look for the thing instead of the endless scrolling. Which leads into the second habit about like, if you need something, go to the store and look at it. Touch and feel the things before you buy it. I learned this from buying Amazon fashions where, okay, the dress looks good. It's like $20 or $30. And then you get it in your hand and you realize this is a very disappointing, it's literally a one-time wear thing. And then I don't even think to return it because it's not a huge amount of money. But either way, it's money wasted that is better spent on something a little more expensive, a little more quality. Now, if I went and touched the thing, then I would know instantly, like, don't buy it. So the only exceptions to this rule, let's say you're a collector and you know quality of a Louis Vuitton bag from 2008 and you've been searching for a particular bag, you come across one, so you already know what the feel of that bag is going to be. So you're making an informed decision based on prior knowledge. And this could be like you have a skirt from Aritzia and you find it in another color, so you know exactly what you're getting. It's different than just shopping for looks and not having hands and eyeballs on it to really see the quality of the item, no matter what price it is. Now, habit number 3, this is so important. Do not treat your house. So I am not treating my house. I learned this from another YouTuber that your house is not a storage unit. And I decluttered my bathroom and there's so many things, so many repeats, so many lotions and creams that I'm going to use when I travel, or I'll use this when I run out of this. And now my whole bathroom has become like a little cosmetic store or storage unit of cosmetics. And I was actually shocked to see how many things that I have or kept just in case, or how many duplicates I have just in case. One of the things that I bought last year, or 3 things, I bought 2 swimsuits for a vacation that has not been planned. And I bought this cute little dress thinking, oh, I'm gonna wear it somewhere, and I still haven't worn it anywhere. I have piles of mascaras, lip glosses. It's like buying rain boots when they're on sale when it hardly rains here. So you might think you're saving money in the moment, but it's taking up physical space in your home, and it might be something like, okay, I'm not using it, should I just give it away anyways? Now, sadly, this is what our homes have become. They've become warehouses, they've become mini Walmarts or mini department stores, where it should be our sanctuary, where we come home and we don't have to think about the overabundance of things that we have put in our home, but yet we still feel broke and poor. So I am going to eliminate the need to keep things just in case, because let's face it, we can find anything we need when we really need it. Now, habit number 4 for all my fellow beauty lovers out there, full-size items are kind of a ripoff. Now, I have gotten used to mini mascaras because like that nice new wet mascara always works better than the old one that is getting clumpy. I stopped using full size a long time ago because I realized you never get to the end before it starts to dry up. And never mind the bacteria that builds inside as well. So if you buy those minis for like 15 bucks, 10 bucks, or if you buy a no-name brand, it's cheaper than that, then you're not wasting half of the mascara tube. And this is especially prevalent for any moisturizers that come in a jar. I hate that. Why are moisturizers in a jar? They should be in a pump where nothing goes in, where air doesn't get in or bacteria doesn't get in, because I never get to the bottom of the jar without it becoming contaminated. No matter how clean you think you're keeping it, moisturizers in a jar are a very bad idea. So for that case, if you must buy one, buy minis. Even if it seems more expensive, you're actually wasting money in the long run if you don't use the whole thing. Now, how do you know if it starts to develop a chemical smell or a smell like crayons? This goes for, especially for mascara, lipsticks, lip glosses. Just throw them out when they start to have that chemical smell. Okay, my 5th habit, I did allude to this, is backups, repeats. Like I have mascaras backed up for years. Now, I mean, I do get a lot of them for free, but now I'm realizing you don't have to keep them. It's not like I spent money on them. But then I get into this habit of, oh, I like this black shirt. I bought it and I bring it home and my closet is filled with black shirts and I have one just similar to it. Or if I find a pair of shoes I like and I think, oh, I should buy a backup for when I wear these out. What I will do though is if I find an item that I really like, then I will buy one in black and one in white, or a different color that I will definitely wear. But my black clothes don't need any more backups. So I'm gonna admit, things that I have backups or multiples, like black skirts, black dresses, sunglasses, nail polishes, I don't even know where this like mentality started from, honestly. It's probably from my parents. But I'm finding that one thing can serve many purposes. So there's no need to have multiples of a thing, even if you really like it. Wait, number 6 is a bit of a paradox. I'm going to stop buying things to organize my things. I love the look of like a pantry with curated bins. But as I have been clearing out my pantry and especially clearing out my bathroom, I find that these bins give the illusion of neatness, so they actually just make your clutter look prettier, when the solution isn't to buy more containers to organize your clutter. It doesn't make you a not clutter bug by buying containers. It means throw out a bunch of that stuff before you buy the organizing bins. And use only the things you need. Keep only the things you're using before you put it in a bin that's just going to disappear, and you're going to have to go back to it and declutter it later, or it becomes the bin that you just put stuff in as you acquire. So a year later, you don't know what's in that bin, so it doesn't actually help keep you organized. Now, in this bathroom remodel, I did use bins and baskets that are clear so that I can see everything that is in there. And then I went back again and swept around to the things that I didn't actually touch. So this declutter movement is going to be continuous. It's not just like one and done, because I know if you're like me, just get something and put it in the bin. So this way I can like look at it and then decide if it stays. Now, number 7 are the questions to ask before you purchase an item. So I don't like to say things are an investment, but in this sense, I'm going to use the word investment. How long will I use it for? How long will it last? How much does it cost? And can I justify the costs? And more importantly, does it have a home in my home? Or is it going to end up on the bathroom counter? Is it going to end up on the kitchen counter? Is it going to be an eyesore? And most importantly, do I have something like this at home already? For example, like coffee makers, coffee filter, French press, Nespresso, Keurig. There are so many ways to make coffee, and some people are doubling, tripling, quadrupling on these things, or even like kitchen items. I've learned that I can actually live with one saute pan and not a series of things. So does one thing cover many purposes that could eliminate all these other items that can cause clutter in your kitchen? Probably so. Another good example would be like travel mugs and any kind of mug. It's a container that holds your drink. I cannot believe people have so many. And I even got to that point, I mean, not to this extreme point, but even just having like 3 Starbucks travel mugs. I'm like, why do I have 3? I only need 1. I really only need 1. So that leads me to my 8th habit. And this is absolutely shop with intention, because I used to shop to add to the collection, or I used to shop because it's so cute. But it's so cute is not a justifiable reason to purchase the thing. Like I said, does it have a purpose? Is it filling a purpose that something else at home isn't filling that purpose for? Like, think of your objects like Beauty and the Beast. They all have a little personality. And if Lumiere does this, are you replacing Lumiere with something else? And if it does, honestly, if it does replace something, you have to get rid of the thing that it's replacing. So remember this, like a yes to something new is a no to something else. If I buy this thing, am I taking away from my vacation fund? Am I taking away from my savings? Furthermore, does it have a purpose? Does it hold something? Does it make my life easier? Does it make me healthier? Does it add convenience to my life? And I do believe in adding convenience to my life, or having things like, for example, my Ninja air fryer actually makes my cooking faster and easier. So I'd consider that like a very good purchase from 2025. My One Yeti mug has replaced all my Starbucks mugs because it is better. And then it makes me realize, because that's the one I use because it works the best, that is the only one I need. So I do not need any more travel mugs this year, or probably ever, until I lose or break that Yeti mug. And I want you to understand one thing here. It's not about deprivation. It's not about denying yourself. It's about being free from the marketing that makes you think that you need these things. because for many years, I have been outsourcing my happiness to these tiny little things for the sake of like, it brings me joy. Now, I know women do this, retail therapy, and not just women anymore. It used to be just women shopping, but now it's like everyone shopping. Men and women shopping is retail therapy. It brings me joy. It's not harming anyone. You get in the habit of wanting the next thing instead of finding contentment with what we have. So in the past few weeks, I have been finding contentment in actually letting go of things I don't need and realizing it's okay to let go. And this is not easy. I've had help from friends who've just said, like, if you haven't used it in a year, really, I don't think that product is good anymore. So honestly, it's not easy. It's not something that I can do on my own. Don't expect yourself to do it on your own, and don't expect all in one sweep. So quickly to recap, leave your items in your online cart for at least a week. Touch and feel things before you buy. Get in the habit of going to the store and touching and feeling it, because if you don't like it, you're gonna have to drive to the store and return it anyways. Stop treating your home like a storage unit. Mini-size cosmetics are all that I need. I don't need backups of backups of backups. I don't need repeat items. Declutter before you organize, and before you buy anything, ask what purpose it serves in your home or in your life. So this is my start to 2026. Now, one of the things I'm thinking about is doing a monthly challenge of decluttering. We'll tackle a different part of the house every month. If this is something you're interested in, let me know in the comments. Now, I've also started a newsletter to help you with the mindful consumption, specifically mindful shopping, since that is my thing. Even though I love shopping, I've got to stop. I've got to stop somewhere. So I've started to develop these guides and rules that I've always had for myself that hopefully will help you decide what pieces go into your wardrobe. If you're interested in that, there is a link in the comments for my newsletter. So I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching, and happy 2026. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.